Alright, the game's over. Packers lose 28-22 against the Seattle Seahawks. I really wasn't going to appear on camera this time. I was kind of debating about it, but you know what? I think it's fitting. Just so everybody can see, just the disappointment on my face. Sort of. Holy shit. I mean, this right here is yet another very heartbreaking loss for not only the team but for the fans, and against a team that you just really just can't stand, man. I can't stand the Seahawks, man, to almost an unhealthy level. I don't hate any of the players or anything like that individually or anything, but just their entire team as a whole, I just can't stand them. And it would just felt so good, just so good to just go in there and beat them on the way to the Super Bowl. And that's what it was looking like in the beginning. It was looking like that for the first 3 quarters, that we would have been able to pull it out. The Packers played good enough to win. The entire defense, those guys played good enough for us to win this game. They played about as good as they can play the first 3 quarters. And I was saying to myself, wow, if these guys ever needed to show up, they did it. They did it. Seattle couldn't do anything. Russell Wilson, he threw 4 interceptions, 3 other ones in the first half. The guy played horrible. I know he's going to get all the credit at the end of the day, and that's the sad part. He's going to get all the credit, but you can't take away what Seattle's defense did by keeping them in this game. Defending short fields. We had some good field positions all game, and Seattle defense still defended those short fields and kept us out of the end zone. And when we had to start deep in our territory, forget about it. We weren't going to go anywhere. Shout outs and credit to Mason Crosby for making those field goals all the same, because it would have been a lot worse if he not made any of them, missed a couple or whatever the case may be. So shout outs to him for making those kicks and trying to give us more points and hold on to that lead. Packers for the longest time have always been a team that never truly blows leads like this. When I always say, if we come out starting hot and we're feeling it, we win the game. We come out starting cold, that's when we lose. And it just kind of just flip-flop. The Packers came out and they played, didn't play that great. The first drive, Aaron threw an interception to Richard Sherman that was underthrown. I mean, you can still give Richard Sherman for making a play and getting the interception, but that pass was very underthrown. We come out, pick them off, and then it was just like the game was just going back and forth, And the next thing you know, it's what, 16-0 at second half. And we come, at the end of the first half, we come out in the second half, only scored 3 points, and they scored their first touchdown in the third quarter. That was just ridiculous. I mean, leading up to that touchdown, the Packers sacked Russell Wilson very far back. It was what, 2nd and 31. Okay, Marshawn Lynch ran for 10 yards or so. Now it's 3rd and 19, and you go to a prevent defense and then let them convert it. I would have been just perfectly fine if they would have got the first down just off that flag on Clay Matthews, but it stung even more when they got that 3rd and 19. And if you're an ominous person, if you're very ominous, you knew right there that we weren't going to win that game. When you freaking let them convert like that, when they had that long to go. And the Packers have done this so many times in the past. When you're defending a long field, you're trying to keep the opposite team from converting on a third or whatever the case may be, and long, and you still let them get it. The Packers have done this so many times in the past, and it mind boggles me how this team does this shit all the time. And that cemented it, and then 4th quarter comes, and those guys, after playing so well the first 3 quarters, just completely collapse, and the Seattle scores 15 points in less than a minute. Clinton Dix, for whatever reason, I guess his mind was in some other galaxy, can't make a play to keep them from getting that 2-point conversion, and then maybe we could have went downfield again and got that game-winning field goal. But even before that, we could have just got the onside kick, and then the game would have been over possibly right there. But no, we failed. The Packers didn't do what they had to do when the time was right. They might have picked off Russell Wilson 4 times, caused 5 turnovers in general, and then you still lose. You don't deserve to win collapsing like that. You don't deserve to win. You come out, you don't take advantage of that. 5 turnovers. So just give Seattle's defense all the credit in the world. They turned the ball over 5 times and it didn't make a single difference. None. Even on that last turnover, I don't know why Morgan Burnett slid. He could have maybe ran for some more yards and got us in better position to get some more points instead of the field goal instead. No, he just slides. So, I mean, at the end of the day, that slide isn't the reason why we lost, but still, I'm just pointing that out. And it's just, oh, goodness gracious, man. We should have won this game, but you know what? Could have, should have, would have. We didn't. And the defense let us down when it counted the most, and Russell Wilson and the Seahawks made the big plays when they needed it, especially in OT. I mean, that was just a gimme. That touchdown was just a gimme. It couldn't have been more easy. So I know, obviously, you know, I don't hate the guy, but obviously Russell Wilson, the dick sucking is just going to get even higher now, and he's going to get all the credit in the world. But you know what? You give any other franchise quarterback that type of defense, special things are going to happen. And that's how he's a quarterback that makes the big play. At the end of the day, the guy still had a terrible game. He still had a horrible game. You can try as much as you can to erase that because of what he did in the last few minutes of the game. But at the end of the day, the guy played horrible. But yeah, he's at the end of the day, he's still gonna get all the credit for this, and that's sad. I feel bad for that Seahawks defense. They still get hype and they still get their props, but they're still not gonna get nearly as much props as Russell Wilson is. When he's just a quarterback that's not even elite, but just makes plays when he needs to make plays. And he's getting all the credit. So that's the only thing I feel bad for the Seahawks defense right there. Can you just imagine if Aaron Rodgers had that defense? And that's kind of how I want to end this video, by just saying congratulations Seahawks for beating us and crushing us, and our hopes for getting to the Super Bowl, because getting to the NFC Championship game, watching your team lose sucks. It hurt when we lost to the Giants, and it hurts now. Okay? Because you don't get this many opportunities, man. You don't get this many opportunities. It is hard to get back here. But Seattle did it, and they beat us, and they're going to the Super Bowl again because they're just a much more put-together team. They have a lot more talent as far as offense, as far as defense it goes. So credit them for, again, keeping up in this game. You turn the ball over that many times against some other team, the game would have been over in the first half. So now I just want to end this video by just saying Aaron Rodgers, in my opinion, is the best quarterback in this league. Even with a bad leg and everything else, he's still trying to go out there and make something happen. Carrying this team as far as he's carried them. Once again, at the end of the day, we got this far because of Aaron. And I just want to say that, you know what, Ted Thompson, all you guys, you keep screwing around and you're going to freaking waste Aaron Rodgers' time. I'm saying it right now. Right now, we're just wasting Aaron Rodgers' time because we're not building the right amount of talent and team together for us to win it all. We don't have the talent. We don't have the right guys. We're not building the right team around our franchise quarterback. Aaron Rodgers is our franchise quarterback. You build a team around him. You build it. You get the talent where the talent is, wherever the talent is. You can't just be relying on drafting this guy and putting more young guys on that field. Right now, Aaron Rodgers is 31 years old. He's in the prime of his career, still playing at a high level. You build a team around him. You get him a better defense to lean on. So you come into the season, next season, with these same guys, this is exactly what's going to happen. You keep leaning on Aaron Rodgers, we're never going to get back to the Super Bowl. Unless you build a team around him to win. Get him more weapons on that offensive side. Get him a better defense, because at the end of the day, when we won the Super Bowl 5 years ago, 4 seasons ago, whatever, we had what we needed. We had the second-ranked defense, and we had a lot more weapons on offense. A lot more. You get him what he needs. He's our franchise quarterback. You build all that scout, put all that around him for us to win. You don't do it, you're just wasting Aaron Rodgers' time. You are. So that's it. I ain't got enough to say. Congratulations to y'all fans, Packers fans. This sucks and it hurts, and it was bad just talking about this, man. We blew it. At the end of the day, we blew it. We collapsed in the fourth quarter and we just blew it. That's it. I'm out. Peace.